and welcome back to the Little Blue Fly. If this is your first time visiting, welcome, and I invite you to subscribe to my channel. It's as simple as tapping that red subscribe button, making sure to select all after you have tapped the notification bell. So we have quite the surprise getting ready to take place. Actually, I should say just a fun little adventure inside my French country cabinet here. I finally figured out exactly what I wanted to place inside, and I'm going to be sharing that with all of you today. Now there are still a couple pieces that I'm waiting on. Of course, I can never get it all at once, but anyhow, I will share those items once they show up. So quite a bit's been going on here inside of the living room area. I have a huge new find that is coming up in the next video. But first, let's get through this one. I believe you all are going to enjoy it very much. So that being said, let's begin, shall we? Okay, so here we're going to get started with this beautiful black French country cabinet that was purchased. It actually was a Facebook marketplace find. I apologize for some of the haziness that is going to be taking place throughout this video. The lighting, I could not get it to work right in this room during this recording. But down below, my husband has all of his surround sound system items going on there. And I have yet to find like a front shade to hide all of those electronics. But it'll happen soon, hopefully. You know, living in a small cottage, we have to use all of our space. Okay, so it's time to get busy in the inside of this cupboard. As you can see, it's not that deep, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. And I have 3 shelves that I am going to be able to work with. And I decided to make this a candle cupboard. So thrilled because I absolutely love candles. And this one is Sugared Lemon Zest by White Barn. Now, when I burn my candles, this has heavy essential oils in it, which it's incredible when you light them. You know, some of my candles I use are soy and others are not. I know I explained this before. This is a 3-wick candle. Now, candles, you truly get what you pay for. You know, if you get a candle for a low amount of money, chances are when you light it, it's not going to smell as good as when it's not lit. So we're going to work here at the bottom. And I love this Sugared Lemon Zest so much that I purchased 3 of them. And now we have Peach Bellini. You must get this candle right here. It is delicious. Okay, anything peach, fabulous. Absolutely love it. Now the Sugared Lemon Zest, that used to be called Limoncello, but they changed the name. And as you can see, I had 3, but my children decided that they wanted to take one. I don't know which daughter it was, but one of them took it because it smells so good. I also love using the rose water and ivy in my bathroom. My mother, this just always reminds me of Mama. She had rose everything in her bathroom. Even her rugs were rose colored. And this is delicious Prosecco and peaches. Fabulous, fabulous. Anything peaches is a win-win for me. I like the striping on that jar as well. And then I just wanted to give you a close-up. Many of you in my spring videos last year, I used a lot of these candles and for some reason just never came around to burning them completely down, but I have. Lavender, as you can see. Let's see, there's orange there. There's a trap candle. Those are fabulous candles as well. It's a Macintosh. And I plan on burning these down this year for spring, for sure. Now I'm going to add in a couple of these votive holders. This is a larger one. These are the smaller. The smaller came from Hobby Lobby and the larger from Stein Mart when they were open. Now I just placed them up in the corner for now, but I have these gorgeous silver candlesticks that I will be sharing. And this is my delicious rosy rings. These can be kind of costly, but worth every penny. You have all your botanicals inside them, and some of them are candle burners and some are candle dusters. As you can see, this one right here is definitely a burner. I've taken the plastic off. And there's just so much goodness inside these candles. So they burn down like the width of a tea light. So as it's burning, it gets soft and you just press it back to help form the burn area. And then when it goes down, you just add tea lights in and you can reuse it over and over. And the warmth from the tea light will bring out the scent of the candle. And this one is my apricot rose. It is yummy, and I have these in my Amazon storefront. This is a new thrifted find. It's a round box, very old, has some beautiful French country old world painting on the top and around the sides. And when I came across this, when I saw this in the store, I said, I know exactly what I'm going to use this for. So let me put it down, take the lid off, and I'll show you all. My tea lights. So I thought, how perfect. You know, because tea lights, you know, let's face it, they're not the most attractive things. So I thought to just place them inside this sweet box. And I love the colors. Now down below I also have, those are all soy candles. I didn't place those up to the camera, but they are all soy. This vintage beauty it was a Facebook marketplace find. The perfect green, the perfect gold. It has the lion heads on the side, and it's just a little, I'm going to call it like a chamber candle holder because it has the loop on the back that you can hold, and you put your matchbook in the back, and it is truly the sweetest little piece ever, made in France. Actually, the people I purchased this from, they, I believe they're from New York. Yes. Cute, cute piece. Next up, now this I've been wanting to share. This is a Christmas gift. I saw this on the internet. I need to find the link again for this. I thought we purchased it from Amazon, but we did not. So it comes with 3 beeswax candles. You can actually just place it up and, you know, use it as a pillar. Now I know you can purchase these refills on Amazon. I love the color. I love the scent of beeswax. I love the burn of it. But this is the special part right here. So we're just gonna take this off. I'm gonna try my best because I'm reaching around the camera. You just lift it up and fold this piece out. And I think many of you are seeing what's happening here. It's turning into a lantern. Now the bottom part, you just press that down until it clicks into place. And then down at the bottom, you see the little metal bars. The candle goes in there. The top part goes flat onto the lantern, and you, sorry about that. I'm trying. Okay, the flat part goes on top. And then this just sort of makes like a little roof, and you snap it in, and you have a handle. And you could walk around with this. It's the sweetest lantern ever. And on the back, there's a hole. You can hang it up. This was a must have for me. Because when I sit down and read, I like to, this is something that I think maybe someday we'll build a tent. When I was a little girl, I used to build tents all the time and have lighting in them and read my stories or make stories up. And maybe we'll have such video come up in the near future. Well, we will make a tent and place this lantern up and read a story. So it's starting to take shape a little bit here. Now this is just the beginning. This cupboard, I know without a doubt, is going to change quite a bit. So I'm just using a regular little stand from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to place up my berry bowls. Because you see, berry bowls in my home just aren't for berries. They're going to be used for candles as well. And how sweet it will look. Just placing a little tea light in there or a small pillar candle. It's just the perfect touch around the home. So I place some up at the top and some down at the bottom. And this little skinny pillar right here was purchased from Hobby Lobby, and they actually fit perfectly inside berry bowls. Normally $4.99. These do come 50% off. That's when I like to purchase them. Perfect color. So I placed a couple up on the shelf. These beauties are a must in my home because it will cut through any smell. The sport shoes, when you're working out in the yard type of shoes, you place in these wallflowers and they just make your home smell delicious. Now I have watermelon lemonade, the peaches, the limoncello, which now is called sugared lemon zest. And I will actually be posting these in my description box. They can be purchased at my Amazon storefront or by simply going into White Barn. So I placed the tray of them up on the middle shelf. And I just had to share this again. This was a gift from my daughter Riley. And the wax goes here and the tea light at the bottom. And she just knows how I just love everything whimsy and fun and adventurous. So she just makes her gifts so personal. You know, here we just don't decorate to decorate. We decorate and we bring all the feels with it, all the meaning. And so the smoke actually comes out of the top of the little house once the wax starts to heat up. I have shared these before as well. Tyler, the fleur-de-lis wax melts, and I believe these are in my Amazon storefront as well. I don't know if any are in right now. They're very thin, but oh, they really, these little things pack a punch. They're great. So I will light this up in the future to let you see the smoke come out of the little chimney. So these next candles, they're kind of a fall scent, but I had to share them. They were Christmas gifts, and the jar is, don't you think it's beautiful? I absolutely love it. Honey Crisp Harvest, so it definitely is a fall candle, but we'll keep the color in the cabinet and just tuck it away right there to the side, waiting for fall to come. No rush. I'm enjoying spring. And look at the color of this one. It's like, it reminds me of those butterscotch candies. Vanilla spice. And they're by Sea and Sand. And he actually my husband purchased 4 of them for me. And this blue one is just spectacular. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. And the tops are so pretty. Just take it, one could take it off, put it on the table, and use it as a coaster. Sugarberry. Now this one, we could burn this now, for sure. And this next one coming up as well. Look at this pure white. Ah, the cut in this glass. I just can't get over it. I had to share them. Classic linen. This is a nice one to have in the laundry room or even in the bathroom. Love, love, love candles. Now, I shared this in a previous haul of mine, and this is a vintage handmade music box that plays Edelweiss. And again, it was thrifted. It comes from Switzerland. And what is nice about working with these music boxes is when you have a tray, place a candle on top and watch it turn around as you listen to that sweet tune on the box. It really is magical. I have a little glass jar here. This was purchased from Home Goods. And I'm going to add in my dried rose petals that I purchased off of Amazon. So I have not shared myself decorating with my mini dried rose petals yet, but I have a DIY that's coming up really soon, and I think you all are really going to enjoy what I am about to make with these. I have decorated with these for many years, and to add in a touch of lavender is grand as well. So I'll make sure to add these inside my description box. Now, some of you ask, where is that at? Well, you'll see an arrow inside my description box that talks about what's in the video. It's going to be a little arrow pointing down on the right-hand side. Just press it and a screen comes down and it will show you all of my listings that I have placed. Now, as you can see, there's quite a few rosebuds in this bowl, and the bag is still almost a good halfway filled up. Love the color of the bags as well. And I'm excited that I have 2 of them. So I decided I wanted to use my antique silver wine taster. Look at this, highly detailed. I just recently thrifted this. Wonderful. So I decided I wanted to use this piece to scoop up my rose petals. How gorgeous to see the rose petals up against the silver. Just gorgeous. So she is nice and full, but we have to add in, that's right, a candle snuffer. And this was purchased from Mackenzie Childs. It has a great weight to it. It has its courtly check pattern, and the gold, of course, I love that. And it's just very well put together. So here we have everything inside the cabinet for now. I will be adding my silver candlesticks as I come across them. I'm still unpacking many things. And there is a couple more items I want to add inside. But look, we have 4 drawers, and I have to utilize every bit of space. So I'm about to share with you what I placed inside these drawers. Well, my taper candles, of course. So we're going to see many different holiday colors. These ones are quite chunky with a nice deep scarlet red. So of course, those are for Christmas. But sometimes throughout the year, if I feel like burning a red candle, I do. Then here we have a couple tea lights inside some votives and some more wallflower oil. And these colors could be used for fall, even spring, even during the summer. And then more taper candles. And this is my one of 2 candle cupboards. I have another candle cupboard here in the house, but help me, I have a problem when it comes to candles. So these were purchased from Mackenzie Childs, and I plan on decorating with those sweet little Whimsy frog tapers this spring. Love the green and the gold. But as you can see, it starts getting a little bit lighter. And these drawers are pretty well filled up for sure. And then at the very end, I have my votive candles that you just place. I like putting them in a clear votive cup because then you get to see the color. And this is my fun candle cupboard. I want to share with you here a couple of the scents. I have Apple Blossom, and these are by Root. Love Root candles. Great burn, great scent. Violet. And again, you really get what you pay for when it comes to a candle. Oh, and my hydrangea. Oh, love it. Love this scent. I know sometimes I call it hydrangea, I call it hydrangea. It's just, it is whatever I feel it to be at that moment. This one's already in a glass. Hawaiian ruby guava. That's gonna be yummy. And the orange and yellow, those are unscented. How fun is this? I'm so thrilled to finally have all my candles, well, the majority of them, put together. Now that I have shared with you the inside of my cabinet, now it's time to start decorating the outside outside of it for spring. Let's get some color going in this room for sure. I'm gonna start up at the top. Now I have my 3 prints, one up at top and 2 on the side. These were actually thrifted many years ago in an antique store in California. And I just purchased some frames from Aaron Brothers and placed them inside. So we're gonna start off by adding in this whitewashed wicker basket. I like the whitewashing on this gray. It works very well with the French country vibe up inside the house. And I know I've shared this previously, and I just don't remember where I purchased this. I'm thinking maybe Merrifield Garden, but I don't remember. Sorry. Then I placed in a stand from Hobby Lobby. Now we're going to work with some of the faux greenery. Yes, I love working with faux as much as real. I mean, if it adds beauty to your home, if it makes you feel good, you put those faux flowers in your home. Do not mind what anybody has to say about using faux florals. If it makes you feel good, use them. And they make me feel good, and I'm going to continue to use them. But I'm also going to continue to use the real plants as well. So I'm placing one stem up against the other, and it's all about weaving it through, mixing them together, because florals love to mingle. Just get a good mix. Some of them are already pulled out, which makes it great. Both of these came from Hobby Lobby, I believe. I know one of them did for sure. The one that has the little pink little buds at the tips. Those are from Hobby Lobby. One side's flat, so perfect. I'm just going to place it right inside the basket. And it's going to start making sense. Most of my arrangements when we first start out, they're just a train wreck, but they work out. This little beauty here, it's actually a working clock. The plug is in the back. This was a recent Facebook Marketplace find. It has the perfect green with the touches of gold. And it's pulling the greens and the gold from the frames and the hutch as well, or cabinet. Next, I have my sweet little gold bunny here. That was purchased from Pier 1. Now, okay. There it is, Pier 1. I do not remember this bunny's name. If any of you remember, can you please let me know? I try to, write them at the bottom so I can remember, because I love giving all my friends here at the cottage names. But I just can't remember what's going on. Anyhow, it's time to add in some berries. This first bunch right here is Hobby Lobby. And all the others, I thought I had 3 different ones, but I only have 2. These actually are in my Amazon storefront. And I love them because they come on a long stem, so you can really work them through your florals. And that's what you want. You want to keep that natural feel. You want them to go every which way. So here, I apologize. I normally share how I put these together, so I'm just going to talk about it. I'm having some cascade off here in the corner of the basket. You see the 2 different varieties. Really worked it through the greenery. And here at the bunny, whose name I don't remember, I have two different types, and the stems are just literally going straight up. Give it some height, add some dimension. Here I have blueberries just cascading off the front and then over here on the side as well. And always make sure to work it through your greenery to give it that natural look and feel. So I felt so bad. I'm actually up here on the ladder right now, so it's going to be a little bit shaky, and I'm just going to be able to show you just a bit because I am up here. So you see these little empty spaces. Some of you might say, well, you're not going to see it. Well, yes, you are. You're going to be able to see it up front, but even for me, it's all about completing, what I'm putting together. Because again, Bev never decorates just to decorate. I decorate for the moment, for the feeling, I literally go on an adventure in my mind as I'm placing these together. The little girl in me, I'll always be that little girl. This is what takes me to my happy place. And this is a different variety of moss. I'm using 3 different varieties. And all of them can be purchased from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. This is a chunkier piece of moss here. But you will see here in a moment that you're able to see the moss from up front. And always try, when you decorate, to decorate for the feeling of it, for how it makes you feel, and your home look, of course, but never just to decorate. Because it is rewarding. And as you can see, the moss is coming down off of the front. And now it feels and looks complete. For me, anyhow. It's all about personal preference. So that frame, that print, you're going to see it's going to start getting covered up a bit here, and that's okay. Next to it, I added my black Swedish ivy, and underneath is a Mackenzie Child's pie plate. That's right, a pie plate. And it just gives it that pop of whimsy. Love working with touches of Mackenzie Child's to get that whimsy feel and everything. But I want you to take notice to what I'm doing with this picture here. I have many pictures that are just, out in the open. I will be adding a little bit more up front in the center. But it's also okay to put things in front of pictures because it makes your eyes go back and look within. In other words, it's adding some good dimension, and I love doing that. This right here was just, I purchased 2 of them. They actually came from, it's called Shop Lillian Gray, GREY.com. Fabulous, fabulous decor. Let her know that the Little Blue Fly from YouTube sent you. And she can be dangerous. Her shop can be dangerous, but you will have no regrets because everything in her store is top-notch. Beautiful. So these came in a pair. And they're like a beige and a blue. And I decided to place it up at top with a few little books in the back. And the blue and the bunny is pulling from the blue and the blueberries and also the prints. I have a sweet little whimsy French country forest going on my top shelf. And behind it, I placed in just a little like chamber lantern in the back, and that was purchased from Home Goods. And it just adds the perfect touch. have all the different golds, black, stripes of Whimsy. Here it is with the lights off. We have faux greenery, we have real greenery. It just sort of all works well with one another. Turn the lights back on because we have a little bit more decorating to do. And then down here, I'm going to keep things just a little bit more simple. Because after all, I have to open these cabinets, right? So I added on my black and gold stem lamps and a variegated fern garland at the bottom. And the reason why I added this is because there's a cord and it just doesn't look good at all. But what I decided to do is, I don't know the name of them, but there's like a scrunchie. It reminds me of a hair scrunchie that we used to wear back in the 80s and, and 90s. I'm so embarrassed. Anyways, yeah, those hair scrunchies, it's like that, but it covers your cord. Well, Mackenzie Childs had some. I don't know if they still do. I'm really gonna go check on their site this week for sure because I need them, and I wouldn't care one bit if those came through. And I'm going to add in these sweet candles, the sweet ribbon tied around these candles because after all, it is a candle hutch. I couldn't be more pleased with the turnout of this cabinet.